this endeavor to get them to understand what women equality, safety of women means? How do you get to men?
Well, we are trying very hard, and we have a program that we actually began in the 90s, in the late 90s, and we have refined it. By 2002, we've had the first national workshop for men and a meeting for men, which we called Male Advocacy for Women's Human Rights. And this program we have taken to Vanuatu, Tonga, Cook Islands, Papua New Guinea, and it's spreading. And what it is, it's about getting men, and particularly men of influence, like chiefs, the religious leaders, the youth leaders, the police, the military, the people who have power in the country, the politicians and so on, policymakers, and the community workers, getting them together and to find ways. First is, before anyone does any work on the issue of violence against women or gender equality, they have to understand what they are talking about. So we take them through rigorous training for a week, and then it's in a few stages, and those stages must take place before the man can take out. And the go and take that message out to the community. And the objective is how men take responsibility for other men's violence, and how they can influence other men. And I believe that it is working, provided we have enough resources and funding to carry these programs out. Vanuatu is working very, very well. In Fiji, this next 6 years, we're about to embark on our next 6-year program, and we are going to intensify the campaign to get men to work as partners.
Elizabeth, apart from hitting the men in influential positions, what about families? Teaching the child, the child in the family, how to respect women?
Yes, well, I think we all recognise now that, and I think it's been recognised for a long time. Sorry, it's been recognised for a long time that that attitudes and values are shaped not only in the home; they're also shaped in all the other institutions that children attend, whether it's the religious institution, it's the educational institution, and it's the other broader institutions in society. And it's the values and attitudes and behaviours that children see that shape the way they behave. So obviously, if the message is reaching home, whether that message is reaching through women's organisations and the woman feels more empowered to have conversations, to bring into her home her own voice, her own expression of her rights, and a recognition by the family of the contribution that she makes to the family, then things will gradually start to change. But I think, as Shamima says, we also need to be working with the men. We need to be working through all avenues through which we can reach men. And yesterday I was fortunate to hear at the Government Symposium for International Women's Day a very powerful statement by a religious leader, a Fijian religious leader who himself has been through the male advocacy program, and he was able to present not only a very strong case for men uniting, men supporting, men working with women who are addressing the problem of violence against women, and the struggle to have women's rights understood and expressed in daily life. But he was able to really give account of the whole of his life story and how he had to come out of a violent family situation. So we know that the family is very important, but so are schools, and how teachers behave, how religious leaders behave, how police behave in front of young people. These will be the ideas about rights, entitlements of various members of our society that the children will take on. So we have to reach everybody. We've been reaching women for many years through many different organisations, but I think we all recognise now that we have to reach the men and the women, and the messages have to be mutually reinforcing, and particularly that the men should be supporting what the women have been struggling for so long, and then we might start to see a difference.
I just want to add something about boys in the home. I think one point needs to be made that boys look at their fathers, their uncles, their grandfathers as role models. And it's very important how men within the family behave towards their wives, towards their daughters, to female members of the family. If they will also behave with respect towards female members and out on the streets and everywhere, include them in decision making and treat them as equal partners, then boys are learning those same things, and that's very, very important to do also.
But our argument here is that women, maybe with fault